पता नहीं कौन से कोर्स में स्कोप है। पूरा प्रोसेस बहुत कंफ्यूजिंग लगता है। यार फीस तो बहुत ज़्यादा है, स्कॉलरशिप मिल भी पाएगी? What's the real cost of studying abroad in 2025? Which country gives the best value for money and easy work visa? And what students are doing wrong while applying? If you've had these thoughts, don't worry, you're not alone. Hi everyone, I'm Harnoor Chawla, your guide from World edX. And this video is a complete no confusion guide to studying abroad, whether you're aspiring to pursue masters or bachelors. So sit back and grab a pen and a paper and watch till the end, because in this video I'll cover everything that students usually miss. Top countries, popular courses, fees and scholarships, LOR and SOP mistakes, visa and final packing. Now, let's start your dream study abroad journey the right way. So, step 1. Choose your country wisely. अगर गलत country choose कर ली तो पूरा plan बिगड़ सकता है. Ask yourself, what do I want from this degree? Job, PR, research? How much can I afford? And which country supports my career the best? Choose the country based on your course value, future scope, and visa rules. Now, why is this important? Every country has different post-study work rights, job markets, PR policies, and education styles. So if you blindly follow your friends, you might end up in a country that doesn't value your degree, where the job is rare in your field, and where the visa rules change overnight. पूरा पैसा लगा कर भी अगर आपको वहाँ पे जॉब या वीज़ा का ऑप्शन ही ना मिले, तो क्या फ़ायदा? Moving to step 2, choose your course. सिर्फ ट्रेंडिंग है या फ्रेंड के कहने पर मत लेना. So choose your course based on your education, your career goals, and job market in that country. So I'll give you a quick heads up. If you want to pursue data science or AI, the best countries that would work for you is USA, Canada, or Ireland. If you're into engineering, the best countries would be Germany and Canada. Now, moving on to business and MBA, the best countries would be UK, USA, and Australia. Coming to nursing and healthcare, UK और ऑस्ट्रेलिया बहुत अच्छे ऑप्शंस हैं. Last but not the least, your fashion or into designing, UK, Italy or France are great options. So tip number 2, check LinkedIn for jobs in that course for your target country. And why this is important? A course should match your long-term career. So if you choose data science without liking numbers or coding, there are high chances that you'll struggle in class, fail to crack job interviews, and even waste lakhs of rupees. आपको अपना इंटरेस्ट समझ के लेना है, क्योंकि अब्रॉड जाके सिर्फ डिमोटिवेशन मिलेगा. So step number 3, understand the cost, fees and acceptance rates. Let's talk money, क्योंकि study abroad का budget सबसे ज़्यादा confuse करता है. Now I'll give you a quick brief of universities with its acceptance rates. So if you choose USA, the famous universities are Harvard, Stanford, MIT. The average fees is approx 50 to 60 lakhs and the acceptance rate is 5 to 7%. Tough, but yes, if your profile is right, you might get selected. Next up, we have Oxford and Cambridge. The country is UK with its average fees approx 35 to 45 lakhs with its acceptance rate of 17 to 20%. Yes, it's competitive, but don't lose your hopes. Next up is University of Toronto or UBC. It's in Canada. The average fees is 25 to 35 lakhs with its acceptance rate 45 to 50%. Moving ahead with Technical University of Munich and RWTH Aachen. It's in Germany with its average fees approx 1 to 2 lakhs, which is a public university, and acceptance rate is 30 to 40%. Last but not the least, we have University of Sydney and Monash, which is in Australia with its average fees 25 to 30 lakhs and its acceptance rate is 60 to 70%. Isn't that great? So one strategy that I would want you to follow is apply to 5 to 6 universities. 2 can be your dream universities, 2 can be competitive, and 1 to 2 can be for the safer side. Note कर लो, हर university का अपना deadline और document list होता है. Now, why is this important? If you'll apply at top universities like Oxford or MIT, there are high chances of rejection You lose your time and opportunity, and no backup means no admission. Step 4. Profile building. Start building a strong student profile. Most students miss this crucial step, that is improving their profile while applying. Now, what you have to do is you can work on internships and relevant experience. You can volunteer and take leadership roles. You can build a LinkedIn profile and resume. Last but not the least, you can learn Python and Excel for your field. Now, you must be wondering about scholarships, right? So I'll help you with quick tips that will help you to win scholarships. Number 1 is your strong SOP. Number 2 is your great score of IELTS or TOEFL. Number 3 is your high grades, between 60 to 70% or above. Last but not the least, and very important, are early applications. 3 things that you have to keep in mind. Don't apply late, don't skip the eligibility check, and don't write a weak SOP. Note this, most scholarships open 6 to 12 months before intake. Now, why is this important? Scholarships close early, visa slots get filled, and last minute stress causes errors. कल करेंगे ऐसा करते करते वीजा भी लेट हो जाता है और एडमिशन भी मिस हो जाता है. Step 5. Required documents. Prepare this checklist. Number 1, statement of purpose. Number 2, letter of recommendation. Number 3, your passport. Number 4, your resume or CV. Number 5, academic transcripts. Number 6, your IELTS or TOEFL score. Number 7, your portfolio, and number 8, your financial proof. Organize them in Google Drive with correct meaning. Now, why is this important? You'll save hours on applications, you'll avoid uploading wrong files, and it shows professionalism. क्योंकि सही फाइल ना मिले last minute पर तो पैनिक और गलती दोनों होंगे. Step 6, SOP, the most critical document. SOP is your story and it's not another essay. Now, what to include? Why this course? Why this university? What are your goals and what's your background? Now, here are some tips to ace your SOP. Number 1, keep it personal and honest. Number 2, keep it between 800 to 1000 words. Number 3, use simple English and avoid jargon. Last but not the least, customize it for each university. Now, there are certain mistakes that I have seen in my students and that you can avoid is number 1, don't copy paste SOPs from internet. Write what explains you, what describes you. Keep it authentic, keep it real, keep it you. Number 2 is write academic stuff. Don't do that. Don't just write academic stuff. And number 3, making it dramatic. Don't do that. You can go ahead with simple English and you can definitely explain yourselves. Note, review SOPs with mentors before sending because your SOP will decide your admissions, your scholarships and even visa. तो सोचो, अगर आपकी स्टोरी किसी और की लग रही है तो यूनिवर्सिटी क्यों लेगी आपको? Step 7, LOR, Letter of Recommendation. LOR बोलता है आपके बारे में पर किसी और के वर्ड्स में. The LOR should be written by a professor or a manager. It should be of 300 to 400 words. It must be on official letterhead and it must include your soft skills, academic or professional traits. Now, here are some don'ts. Don't write one LOR and send it to all universities. Don't write LOR on your own and get it signed. Now, why is this important? If LOR looks generic, it shows laziness. Some countries can reject you if you send the duplicate letters and you may miss the chance to shine. ध्यान रखिए, एक अच्छा LOR आपको एडमिशन तक ले जा सकता है और एक खराब LOR सब बेकार कर सकता है. Moving ahead with step 8, which is application process, very important. Now, let's apply. Step 1, shortlist 5 to 6 universities, check application deadlines, fill the form online and submit your documents. Then pay fee, track your application, attend interviews if needed and wait for the offer letter. And the most important, apply 6 to 9 months before your intake. Here's a pro tip. Keep an Excel sheet maintained for all universities, usernames, passwords and deadlines. Because with 5 to 6 universities, there are high chances that you forget passwords, miss deadlines and miss document uploading. एक spreadsheet बना लोगे तो पूरा process smooth हो जाएगा. Step 9 is your visa application. Visa application is your final gate to abroad. Now, what documents you need when you're applying for visa? Number 1, passport. Number 2, your university's offer letter. Number 3, proof of funds. Number 4, your fee receipt. Number 5, visa fee. Number 6, medical report. And last but not the least, your insurance. So, here are some quick tips for you. Double check the document list from embassy website. Apply 1.5 months before travel. And if you're going to USA, book early slots for USA visa. Now, the question is, why is it important? Visa appointments fill up. Medical reports take time. And some universities reject late applications. क्योंकि अगर वीज़ा लेट आया तो फ्लाइट भी कैंसिल और यूनिवर्सिटी भी मिस. Step 10. Final checklist before you fly. Book your flight. Pack your passports and documents in hand luggage. Print multiple copies of everything. Download the app for emergencies, maps, and currency. Last but not the least, arrange Forex card and SIM card. And most important, learn basic cooking and life skills because you won't get Rajma Chawal and Mummy there. Step 11. Print multiple copies of everything. अब ये क्यों करना है? Let me tell you. You'll need them at the time of immigration. And for the worst scenario, what if your baggage is lost? So keep it for your emergency backup. क्योंकि आपको क्या पता, एक एक्स्ट्रा फोटोकॉपी आपकी लाइफ सेव कर सकती है एयरपोर्ट पर. So I hope this video cleared all your doubts for studying abroad and now it's your time to take action. If needed, watch this again and note everything carefully. Like this video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to comment below and subscribe to World edX for more step-by-step guidance.